Understanding that God wanted for me all the good things I wanted for myself. And once I realized that, and I realized that this was my divine inheritance and there's no struggle in your inheritance, it's yours, it changed my life. Hey beautiful people, Fran here, back with another video. So, it is really hot here in the Midwest. Are you guys enjoying your summer? Are you hot where you are? Let me know where you're from. You know, I like to know where you guys are from, where you're watching from. Alright, so I am thankful for the summer though. I'm thankful for it even though it's hot. I am thankful, as I am for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for liking. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. If you are new here, welcome to Fran's Fam. We are so glad to have you. If you have not subscribed yet, why not? What are you waiting for? I will give you a minute to go ahead and subscribe and hit that button. Hit that subscribe button. You can hit the like button while you're down there. This channel is all about raising consciousness and changing mindsets, one video at a time, as well as helping you to intentionally, consciously create your life with God, the universe, however you identify your higher power. That's what this channel is all about. So welcome, welcome, welcome. And before I jump into this video, let me just tell you guys thank you for the thanks. YouTube has issued this new button underneath the videos. You probably can see it. And it's a thank button that you can actually show your thanks to the channel by hitting that and donating. Anything as low as $2 to as much as you want to. But I want to just say thank you guys for doing that. I didn't even know it was here until I started going through the comments. Yes, because I do read all of your comments. Every comment, that's me reading those, that's me responding, so I see every single comment that you guys leave. And I noticed that there were these $4.99, $2.99s, $3.99s. It's like, what is that? So thank you. Thank you for your support. That support helps keep this channel going, and I'm thankful for that. Thank you. As well as the seeds that you sow. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, my heart is just filled with gratitude today. Like, I should just do a video about gratitude, I feel like, because my heart is just so filled with gratitude today. And here's the thing, y'all. It is filled with gratitude for no other reason than the fact that I am just so thankful. I am so thankful. So, I'm thankful. All right, let me jump into this video because it's going to be a good one, as they all are, right? Alright, so this video is all about using affirmative prayer to bring forth your manifestation. So, I don't know if you guys are familiar with the secret prayer codes or not. And I'm not going to get into that part of the video yet. That's a little deeper and it would take a little more time to get into that. But we will talk about the secret codes a little bit. But what I really want to talk to you about today is using affirmative prayer to get a breakthrough, to get the ball rolling, basically. And the difference between affirmative prayer and regular prayer is that affirmative prayer is that you are praying as if you already have what you're asking God for, right? So when I was working on the prayer line many, many years ago, yes, your girl used to work on the prayer line. I've been in this a long time, y'all. This is not new. Anyway, I used to work on the prayer line and we had to take this class so that we could learn how to pray for people affirmatively. Now, my background was not praying affirmatively, right? My background was, please, Lord Jesus, please, please, God, oh Father, give it to me, please, Lord, when you gonna do it? What I got to do to get it? Help me, Jesus. That's how I used to pray. Let me just tell you. Face down on the floor. Monday, Wednesday, Sunday, in church, at the altar, on the floor. Yeah. All right. Or going to church, lighting the candle, praying to God, then praying to the saints for help. Yeah, a whole lot of different ways to get there. And here's the thing. This is my opinion. However you pray, you are welcome to continue to do that, especially if it's working for you. This is just what I know about praying affirmatively and how I have seen it work in my life. So let me just say that. The first thing I want to say about affirmative prayer is that when you have the understanding that you do not have to beg God for your miracles and for things that are already your divine inheritance, it changes the whole trajectory of your life. It changes the game. Let me just put it in simple terms. When you know that this is your divine inheritance and these things are your divine inheritance, it changes the whole game, right? So instead of going to God with please, 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 feeling like you have to beg him for things, you go to God in a way of affirming things into your life as they already are. So with affirmative prayer, we learned about denials and how to counteract the denial. So let me just give you an example. A denial would be, I don't make enough money on my job. So you would go in prayer and say, you know, God, I don't make enough money on my job. I don't know how I'm going to make it. My bills ain't getting paid. So instead of saying, I have this job and the job doesn't pay me enough and I'm unhappy there, please God, fix it, you would pray as if it was already fixed. I know, God, that it is my divine right to have good and right employment in a place where I am happy and I love what I do. I am so thankful for this job and I am ready to move to the next place. I am so thankful that I am making the right amount of money. So basically, it's like praying your affirmation, right? So affirmations speak things as you want them to be, not as they are. Nobody is going to say an affirmation about, I hate my job. I hate my job. I really hate my job. I hate my job. Now, a lot of people do say those things and they say them over and over again. And that is horrible to do. And let me tell you why. Because the subconscious does not play around. It takes no jokes, right? So you cannot joke around with your subconscious mind, because whatever you tell your subconscious mind, they are going to deem it to be true. You understand? If you keep repeating constantly to the subconscious mind, I hate my job, I hate my job, I hate my job, eventually, you know what's going to happen? You're going to lose your job. If you affirm that you're thankful for this job, you're thankful for the people, the experience, all the things that this job has provided, and I know that I am being led and guided and directed to my new job, making the amount of money that I desire to make so that I am able to provide for my family. I know it is my divine right to be able to provide for my family. Do you see what the difference is? When you are affirmatively praying things over your life, you are speaking a self-fulfilling prophecy. So it's like you're prophesying over your life. And you can use affirmative prayer for anything in your life. Jobs, homes, money, your health. Let me give you an example of one you would use for your health. So many of you may have known, if you follow me for any length of time, that I used to have chronic sinusitis. Like, I still have terrible allergies. Pollen will occasionally make me cough. But if you've been around here for a long time, right, you know I used to have this horrible cough like I smoked. And I never smoked a day in my life. But it was my allergies and my sinuses, right? So I remember I used to always say, oh my gosh, when summer and spring comes, my sinuses are going to be so bad. My allergies are going to be so bad when spring and summer hit. It's going to be horrible. I used to say that all the time. And then one day, of course, in my prayer and silence, as I was praying about healing over my body, affirmatively praying, I asked, what can I do to relieve myself of the sinuses? Then I started speaking. I am so thankful and grateful that my sinuses and my allergies are limited, that I no longer have this cough. I speak clearly. My voice is powerful. My sinuses are clear. I am so thankful that I eat good foods that clear up whatever is going on in my body, blah, 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 blah. The more I began to pray affirmatively, the more Spirit and my heavenly staff begin to bring me things to do to help cure myself of the cough. So if you guys have noticed, I don't cough like that anymore, right? The affirmative prayer changed the game. But as long as I was saying, oh, my sinuses are so bad, my allergies are so bad, they were so bad. Because you know what? Whether you think your words are a prayer, your words reach the heavens. Period. Whether they're good or bad words, they reach the heaven. That's why life and death is in the power of the tongue. You're either speaking positive, good, affirming, life-affirming things over your life, or you are speaking damn and destruction. You do not have to go to God over and over and over again about the same thing, begging for a breakthrough. God has heard you, and He is working. He's doing His job. Your job is to believe and have faith in what you have asked for. That's the only job that you have, and to affirmatively speak things over your life. You do not have to go and repetitively repeat the same things because you feel like God is not moving quick enough. Listen, the minute you pray, whether you pray good or you pray bad, right? God hears you. So recently I went to visit my uncle, who is a shaman, and we were talking about affirmative prayer, right? And one of the things he talked about was in the secret prayer codes is feeling, right? Doesn't this sound all familiar, like the law of attraction? Like, doesn't it sound like that? So listen to what he told me, y'all. I'm going to share it with you. When he is praying for the vegetation to be multiplied so he can feed his family and the other people in the tribe, etc., he doesn't go to God begging for rain and for that. He goes in the sacred space of God, in the presence of God, and he stands in the fields and he sees and he feels what he would feel like if there was rows and rows and rows of vegetation. If there was enough to feed them for the whole year. He starts to feel that energy. He starts to feel how he would feel if that was actually happening. And then he begins to give thanks for that. Did you know that giving thanks in advance is part of the secret prayer code? Because it means that you've already accepted what you've asked for. So a lot of times you guys will hear me say, give thanks in advance. That's exactly what it meant. So I said to my uncle, I said, so how does that usually work? What if I'm not a visual person? What if I can't see the vegetation, right? And he still said you create that sacred space in your mind, in your body, in your home, in your place. You don't have to have a sacred space to go to. The sacred space is within you. He explained that to me. It's not like a place, which I knew, but he explained it anyway. It's not like a place, it's the place within you that is sacred, the place where you communicate with your heavenly staff, right? So he says if you cannot visualize it, then you just begin to give thanks for it. You get into that space and you begin to give thanks for it. And the more that you begin to give thanks for it, the more you begin to feel the energy of that thing. And the next thing you know, that thing is in your physical existence. Listen, the biggest revelation I ever had on my spiritual journey, the biggest revelation, which to me is probably the most simple thing, and that was coming to the understanding that God wanted for me what I wanted for myself. If it was making me happy, if it was in my best interest and in my highest good, and sometimes even if it wasn't in my highest good and I asked for it and I truly believed it, I got it anyway. Not saying I didn't have to go and ask him to take it back sometime, but the biggest revelation I had was the understanding that God wanted for me all the good things I wanted for myself. And once I realized that, and I realized that this was my divine inheritance and there's no struggle in your inheritance, it's yours, it changed my life. I look at my life sometimes and I'm just like, I am so amazed. Like, I am so amazed at the goodness in my life that sometimes I just start crying. I can't believe it. I can believe it, but I can't believe it. God is super amazing and super ready to give you exactly what you desire. You just have to get into alignment with that. Alright guys, make sure that you leave me some comments. Let me know what you think about this video. I want you also to know that I am taking mentoring clients. You can send us an email at teamangelswithfran@gmail.com to inquire about how I can be your mentor. I would love to be. And I will chat with you soon. Bye for now.